Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing you how to kind of put together a photo card binder. I am by no means a professional at all. I literally switch binders like all the time because I literally have no room. But I'm gonna tell you my processes because they are kind of similar to everybody else's, and yeah. So first you might want to start off with a binder. I use any binder that I find around my house, whether it's this one that I found in my room that I previously used for something else, or if I have these binders just lying around my house. So it doesn't really matter. Depends on how many photo cards you have as well. So if you want a smaller sized one, like this is like a 1" or a ½ inch, I think. This is what I used for all my trades, or sale binder, I guess, until I just decided to put it all in the back of my binder. But that's what this could be used for. It depends on your collection and what you want to use. It doesn't really matter. And then there's this one. I think this is a 2" binder. It's kind of nasty. It already has stuff in it, but and it's all like the spine is all messed up and everything. But this is a good size as well if you have a good size collection. If you're collecting maybe 3 groups or 4 groups, this is the same size. But I prefer these kind of binders just because when I grab it like this, the rubber, it actually works pretty well. This is what I used for a really long time until I just switched. Plus these ones have the front pocket where you can shove stuff in. So we're going to get to what you actually can put in the binder. So many albums come with many different inclusions, and so I've kind of gathered some of the stuff that I use for those inclusions to kind of mock show you what you can use. So the first thing you're going to need is a 9-pocket page. I don't think you can see that, but this is where your photo cards will go, obviously, because that's the size. What I do with my photo cards is I will put them in a clear sleeve so that way they're extra protected. You don't necessarily have to do that. I know some people who don't, and it's completely fine, and their photo cards get completely, like, they're completely safe. So you can use one of these. I also use different colored sleeves to kind of clear the empty space. So like if the bottom 3 slots aren't filled, I would use a colored sleeve just to fill the space, if that makes sense. But you don't necessarily have to do that. Again, this is what I do. You don't necessarily have to do it. So this is for your actual photo cards. And then if you have bigger things like postcards or, you know, things that can fit in a 4x6 or something like that, these 2 pockets work. So these are good for like smaller postcards. I know there is a bigger version of these that BCW does, and I will buy them eventually. But these are good for smaller postcard things. These are good for standees and stuff like that if you really want to put them in there. And then what else I have, I actually recently just bought, were these 3-pocket BCW pages. And I only got 20 because I didn't think I'd need them, but so there's a pocket up here and 2 pockets here, and they are really good with fitting bigger sized 4x6 postcards or photos. So this is what I've been using for that, and they work really well. I really like them, and they do really well. And then I have 2 different types of 4-pocket pages. It doesn't really matter which one you want unless you want the bigger ones. The bigger ones are better. So one is Ultra Pro, and Ultra Pro is what I started out for a long time with, but they didn't fit some of the postcards. And then there's the 4-pocket ones from BCW, and they're slightly bigger and they work really well to fit bigger standees and stuff like that, I've discovered. So these are really good to use as well. And then the last thing I sort of used for my binders to divide the groups is a piece of paper and some of these clear protector sleeves. They're like big sheet protectors basically. I used to work at BJ's in my town, so I bought these with my membership, and there's like 250 of them in here. so I use them mainly. They're really cheaply made, so they don't, the edges aren't really the best, so I don't recommend these as well. But so I would normally just put like a clear sheet of paper in there, whether it be construction paper or just regular printing paper, just to divide it. And if you really would like to, you can decorate the title pages. I just use whatever I have. So if you've seen, I have so many like different Stray Kids stuff for my Stray Kids section, for my Dreamcatcher section, etc. So I'm going to show you an example of a binder that you can do everything with. So this binder already has stuff in it. As I showed you, it has these Weiss Schwarz cards in here, and I threw them in 9 pockets. So it's kind of a good example of what you can use. So here are them in the 9 pockets, and if you really wanted to, you can shove one of these 2 pockets in there as like a better example. Like that. I don't know if you can see it because, you know, everything blends together. But it's really like how you figure out how you want to organize your binder. It's not like I'm telling you how to do it. It's just kind of the essentials of what you'll need to start a binder. But I figured I'd kind of show you like what to start off with, or what I use. I might end up updating in like a year or so, just to see like what I do differently. But other than that, that's basically all I do for binders and collections and stuff. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye!